page 68? Okay, this is page 68, and this is going to be your favorite worksheet because you're going to end up wanting like a whole quiz or test on it. This worksheet is dedicated to just labeling the sides of a right triangle. When we say labeling the sides, we mean the words opposite. I definitely just said opposite as I underlined hypotenuse. Yes, thank you. Just looking to see if you're paying attention. Let me rephrase what I was trying to say. When I say label the sides of a triangle, I mean with the words hypotenuse, opposite, or adjacent. We've already talked about how to label the hypotenuse. We said that it's draw an arrow from the right angle. From the right angle.
You got me too.
I don't know, but I'm itching. From the right angle to the side opposite, and that is the hypotenuse. Every time. That's the hypotenuse every single time. You should never get that wrong. For Pythagorean theorem, that would be for C. Now, here's the new part. Now we're going to label the opposite and the adjacent based on a given angle they want you to focus from. How do you know where to focus? Well, in this case, look over here. You see this little symbol? Let's copy it. It's a slanted zero with a line through it. Copy it right there. There is a word for that. It is called theta.
Oh, I know a guy named Theta.
Theta.
Theta, just kidding.
Isn't that like a sorority?
Well, okay, so if that word sounds familiar, it's because that is the Greek letter of the alphabet, which if you're familiar with college sororities and fraternities, that is Greek organizations to try to help create, community service, events.
Does the circle have to be slanted?
Do what now?
Does the circle have to be slanted?
It doesn't have to be slanted, but that's the way you're always going to see it. But you need to know what it stands for, okay, guys? It is just a fancy, spell it right, fancy X. It's a fancy X for missing angles. It always represents missing angle measures. You'll never see theta on the outside of a triangle. It's always going to be on the inside as an angle. Okay? So what is theta? It is a fancy X. It's just a variable, and it always represents a missing angle measure. Okay, I need you to start training yourself to draw your arrow to the hypotenuse and then draw an arc on the angle where you need to focus your attention. I need you to pretend like you are literally standing in this picture from that arc. And now I'm going to ask this question. What side is opposite of theta?
3.
Opposite would mean the farthest away, not touching it.
3.
So from theta, opposite would be 3. What is adjacent to theta?
Next to it, 4.
And that would be because if I traced the side that's measured 4, I am actually touching the angle theta.
Is that like what we labeled it?
Yes. So opposite is 3, adjacent was 4, the hypotenuse was 5. I would like you to finish this piece of paper.